Hello everyone. Once again, this is Teacher Monique. Today we're going to discuss factoring the different types of polynomials. And this time, another technique will be discussed, which is the factoring general trinomials. General trinomials can be classified into two ways. First, we have trinomial in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is equal to 1, and trinomial in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 1. Now here are the steps in factoring trinomials in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is equal to 1. First, find two factors with the product equal to the last term of the trinomial and a sum equal to the middle term of the trinomial. Second step, write the factored form of the trinomial following the pattern quantity of x plus first factor times quantity of x plus the second factor. Similarly, we have quantity of x minus first factor times the quantity of x minus the second factor. Okay, let us have the first example. Factor x squared plus 7x plus 10. Here, you are going to find two factors with a product equal to 10, the last term, and the sum equal to the middle term, which is 7. So to easily find the factors, we are going to use a table. So the possible factors of 10 are 1 and 10. That is equal to 10. If we are going to get the sum of 1 and 10, that is equal to 11. Another possible factors of the last term are 2 and 5, because 2 times 5 will give us 10. And if we are going to add 2 and 5, that will give us 7. So this is the correct combination. So 2 and 5 are the factors. Step 2, we are going to write the factored form of the trinomial following the pattern quantity of x plus the first factor times quantity of x plus the second factor. So the combination of factors in step 1 is 2 and 5. So x squared plus 7x plus 10, the factors of that is, we are going to have the first factor, x plus the first factor 2, and here the second factor, x plus the second factor, which is 5. So the complete factors of x squared plus 7x plus 10 is quantity of x plus 2 times quantity of x plus 5. Now, if we are going to check whether our factors are correct or not, we are going to check applying the FOIL method. So we have here two binomials. We're going to multiply this one applying the FOIL method. FOIL, F stands for the first terms, O outer terms, I inner terms, and L last terms. So the two factors will be multiplied. So the first terms are x and x. multiplying the first terms, the result is x squared. Next, we're going to multiply the outer terms. So x times 5 is equal to 5x. Next, inner terms. So 2 times x will give us 2x. And we have the last terms, 2 times 5 will give us 10. Now look at our partial answer. We have here like terms, 5x and 2x. So we are going to combine the like terms. So we have x squared, 5x plus 2x will give us 7x. Then we have the last term, 10. So if our answer is equal to the given polynomial or the given trinomial, then it means that our factors are correct. Now let us have example number 2. Factor 3x squared minus 17x plus 10. Notice that our a here is not equal to 1, and that is equal to 3. So the solution for this is, step 1, we're going to multiply the first term and the last term. So we have 3x squared times 10 is 30x squared. Step 2, we are going to get the possible factors of the product of the first term and the last term of the trinomial in such a way that their sum is equal to the second term of the trinomial. So here, the product of the first term and the last term is 30x squared. So we're going to find the possible factors of 30x squared in such a way that those factors will be equal to 17 if we are going to get their sum. So here the table will help us find it. Possible factors of 30x squared are quantity of negative x times quantity of negative 30x. Because multiplying like sign, the result is positive, so we have 30x squared. If we are going to add negative x and negative 30x, that will give us negative 31x. Another possible factors of 30x squared are negative 2x and negative 15x. So again, we have here negative and negative. If we're going to multiply, the result will be positive. So we have 30x squared. If we are going to add negative 2x and negative 15x, the result will be negative 17x. Another possible factors of 30x squared are negative 3x and negative 10x. If you're going to multiply this one, the result is 30x squared. And if we are going to get the sum of negative 3x and negative 10x, it will give us the result negative 13x. Another possible factors of 30x squared, we have negative 5x and negative 6x. If we are going to multiply, we have 30x squared. So if we are going to get the sum of that, negative 5x plus negative 6x, the result is negative 11x. So we have here the possible factors of 30x squared that if we are going to get their sum, we have here the results. So which of these possible factors of 30x squared will give us the sum of the middle term? So we have negative 2x and negative 15x. Because if we are going to get the sum, that is negative 17x, and that is the middle term of our trinomial. So this is the correct combination. So negative 2x and negative 5x are the two factors of 30x squared that the sum is equal to the second term, which is negative 17x. Take note, since the product is positive and the sum is negative, the two factors must have both negative sign. So we have negative 2x and negative 15x. Okay, step 3, we are going to replace the middle term in such a way that ax squared plus bx plus c will be equal to ax squared plus nx plus mx plus c, where nx and mx are the factors. So 3x squared minus 17x plus 10 will be equal to 3x squared plus the two factors, negative 2x plus negative 15x, then plus the last term, 10. Or, since we have here two signs, we're going to multiply positive and negative, multiply positive and negative. So the result will be 3x squared, positive times negative, we have negative 2x. Positive times negative, we have negative 15x plus 10. Step 4, we are going to group ax squared plus nx plus mx plus c in this pattern. So if we're going to group, so we have ax squared plus nx plus the second group is mx plus c. So that will be 3x squared minus 2x minus 15x plus 15. So if we're going to group this, we have first group is 3x squared minus 2x minus the second group, which is 15x minus 10. Note, the operation used in the second group was changed. From positive, it was changed to, or from plus, it was changed to minus. So this will happen if the operation in between the two groups is minus. So always do this if you encounter this case. In this case, 15x plus 10 becomes 15x minus 10. Step 5, we are going to factor out the greatest common monomial factor of each group such that you can obtain the same binomial factor. So the first group is quantity of 3x squared minus 2x, and the second group is minus quantity of 15x plus 10. So the GCF of 3x squared and 2x is x. So we are going to divide the binomial by each GCF. And the other factor is 3x minus 2. For the second group, the GCF is negative 5. So we're going to divide the binomial by the GCF negative 5, and the other factor is 3x minus 2. So here, x and 5 are the GCF and 3x minus 2 are the two same binomial factors. For step 6, we are going to combine the greatest common monomial factor of each group and multiply it to the same binomial factor obtained in step 5. So the result serves as the factors of the trinomial. So in step 5, the common monomial factor of each group is x and negative 5. So we are going to combine that, and that will be our first factor. Then we're going to multiply that to the same binomial factor which we have obtained in step 5, which is quantity of 3x minus 2. So, the complete factored form of 3x squared minus 17x plus 10 is equal to the quantity of x minus 5 times the quantity of 3x minus 2. Now, let us check whether the factors that we have obtained, that is, quantity of x minus 5 times quantity of 3x minus 2 is correct or not. So we are going to apply the FOIL method in multiplying these two binomials. So first terms, outer terms, inner terms, and last terms. So multiplying the first terms, we have x times 3x. The result is 3x squared. Next, we have the outer terms. Multiply x times negative 2. The product is negative 2x. Next, we have the inner terms. Negative 5 times 3x. The product is negative 15x. And the last terms, negative 5 times negative 2, the product is positive 10. Again, we have here like signs or like terms. Therefore, we are going to combine the like terms negative 2x and negative 15x. So we have 3x squared minus 17x plus 10. So it is the same with the given trinomial. Therefore, the factors that we have obtained are correct. Okay, this time we're going to have an activity. You are going to fill in the missing terms of each factors given. So, for number 1, the missing term is 1. So the complete factored form of a squared plus 12a plus 11 is quantity of a plus 1 times quantity of a plus 11. For number 2, the missing term is 4. So the complete factored form of b squared plus 6b plus 8 is quantity of b plus 2 times quantity of b plus 4. For number 3, the missing term is 6. So the complete factored form of c squared minus 7c plus 6 is quantity of c minus 6 times quantity of c minus 1. For number 4, the missing term is 2. The complete factored form of 2x squared minus 3x minus 9 is quantity of 2x plus 3 times quantity of x minus 3. And for number 5, the missing term is 3. So the complete factored form of 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 is quantity of 3x minus 1 times quantity of x plus 2. So, congratulations students. Until next time.